So hey, it's Dugwasa here, and I want to speak to the woman who is running on empty. You don't even have to question yourself about whether or not that is you. You already know that you are the woman that I am speaking to. You show up every day. You show up for your family. You show up for your job. You show up for your business. You show up for your church. You show up for your civic responsibility. You show up for your community. And yet, at the end of every day, when you lay down, you are saying, I am so exhausted. You keep pushing, even though your body is asking you to please take a break and rest. You keep showing up, even when your heart is saying, I am just so tired. And the truth of the matter is, for many of us, this constant state of exhaustion, this constant going, did not start yesterday. Actually, it's been forming over the years from we were young, years of people pleasing, years of seeking approval, years of living without the proper boundaries, years of worrying about whether we're letting other people down, years of sacrificing ourselves because we were taught not to be selfish, as if self care is actually selfish. Self care is strategy, and every single person needs to rest. But for some of us, it actually goes way deeper. It goes back to a childhood conditioning that taught us that if we sat down, we were being lazy. Now, if you had old school grandparents like mine, when you were sitting down doing nothing, they would call you lazy. They would tell you, go and find something to do. Like our old school grandparents did not believe in rest. And I don't know where that stemmed from. But for them, they associated rest with weakness. They associated rest with boredom. They associated rest with us giving the devil our hands to work with or stuff like that. And now that we're grown, we're actually paying the price both emotionally, physically, and let me just also add spiritually. If you know what I'm talking about, just type a yes and let me hear you say, Deguasa, I feel you. Now, somewhere along the line, we got the idea that in order to be worthy, we had to be doing. In order to be worthy, we had to be proving. In order to be worthy, we could not be sitting down and enjoying quiet time, that we had to be pushing a little harder. We had to get that next level promotion, the next contract, we had to get the next milestone, or even that we had to keep up with what we see with other people online. And if we could do that, we would finally be worthy and we would finally arrive. But instead of peace, many people found pressure. Do you know how much pressure it is and how exhausting it is to go to bed every night late, wake up every morning, wind yourself up like a toy, and just spin through busyness minute after minute after minute after minute, but never really feeling content or never really feeling fulfilled? We're working those long hours and we're chasing the next thing. And what exactly are we doing that for? No, seriously. Is it to maintain an image? Is it to silence the guilt that we feel about a particular thing? Because the truth is, when we are in busyness, we don't have time to sit and listen to ourselves. Is it to live paycheck to paycheck just to prove that we're keeping up with other people? It is a lie that has been sold to us, that doing more is the same as becoming more, and they are not the same. Hustle culture is robbing too many of us of our peace, the peace that we're working hard to create by chasing. How contradictory is that? Because God never designed for us to live that way. Absolutely not. When we open the Word of God, we can clearly see that rest was a part of God's design. From the very first chapter, in Genesis chapter 2 and 2, it says, On the seventh day, God finished his work and he rested. Now, if the creator of heaven and earth, the one who holds everything together, took time to rest, what is it that makes us think that we can go without it? And if we even look at Jesus's life, in Mark 6 and 31, he told his disciples, "Come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest." He knew that ministry and motherhood and business, whatever your purpose is in life, will drain you if you don't pause to refill it. And rest is not something that we earn. Rest is something that we receive. It is not a luxury. It is actually a part of God's rhythm for your life. So when we pause and rest, what happens? Well, we rejuvenate our energy, we restore our peace, we reset our minds, and we have clarity. The type of clarity that comes when we could quiet the noise long enough to hear the voice of God. Rest is spiritual, rest is emotional, and rest is mental alignment. It's not just about our physical bodies. It is actually our declaration to God saying, I trust you enough to stop striving and to just be. Now, if you're struggling with rest, if you're struggling with that childhood conditioning that makes you feel guilty about rest, I want to invite you to our free upcoming self care weekend. It's actually this coming weekend. And this weekend, I want to invite you in to the conversation with some amazing coaches to help you remember that you are more than what you do. And this retreat is happening November 21st to the 23rd with powerful women who will pour into your mindset, your movement, and your soul care. So if you're tired, sis, if you are really exhausted, if you are spinning like a top, if you're functioning on empty while you're still showing up for everyone else, please join us. So when this live is done or when you're done watching this on the replay, just click the link and register. It is absolutely free because rest is something that you deserve. It is a right that you are given. And I think that it's about time that you claim it. It's time for you to start showing up for you. And I hope to see you there. Take care. God bless you.